Today we're mounting the speed controller.
We're tracking wind, temperatures, and even snow as we've got Arctic blasts moving into our area during these early hours. Let's go take a look.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Almost Engineering. Today is a truck day, which means that we're gonna get some wood. Truck was almost out of gas. What's special about a truck day is the back window is broken. We also don't have windshield wipers that work. Well, they work. We just don't have windshield wipers themselves. The weather outside today is crazy. I got a new tire for the front. It's 2 inches bigger. So hopefully that makes it look a little bit less janky. Oh, that diesel smells terrible today. So we're mounting the speed controller today. We're gonna place it underneath the seat. We'll hollow this section out. But first, we've got a front tire that should make this thing look a little bit better. So let's see what this thing looks like. Hopefully it fits. It's supposed to fit. It should have the same specs. Definitely gonna give us some height, I think. I'm thinking that we might return this and go with a 16. I thought 16 was gonna be way too big, but we'll see. Put it down first. Oh, it's not even close to the right size anyway, so that's definitely not gonna work. What the hell? Definitely not gonna work, and that is the size, the max size we could do with these forks. Damn it, that's annoying. That's what sucks about stuff like this. Sometimes you just buy it hoping that it's gonna be correct, and it's just not. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely still sitting forward, like tilted forward. We're gonna have to build forks for this and get a 16-inch rim. Definitely looks a little bit less dangerous like that, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, today we're putting the speed controller that's gonna give us our 28,000 watts in the scooter. The place I want to put it is right under the seat. Right now, with the way the seat's configured, there's not enough room for it. So I'm gonna take this bottom chunk of plastic, cut it all away, make room so that this slides in here, this sits down over top of it, and then if I need access to the speed controller, the seat pops open and I'll be able to see it right in here. The reason we want to make sure it's up as high as possible is we want to keep as much clearance for this motor when we go to disassemble this and take this motor out. If this speed controller is sitting right on top of it, it's gonna be really difficult to get the motor in and out. So we're gonna try to get the speed controller as high and as tucked away as possible. That is a lot more space. This piece of scrap steel that I think I'm gonna be able to use for this. So I'm gonna cut this out significantly bigger than it needs to be. And then that way I can slowly mold it into the size that it should be. All right, we're already way too wide, but we knew that. Right now I want this piece to slide in, so this is gonna be shaved away, and it'll notch around this tube right here. The problem is, I also want it to go forward so it's in between these tubes. When I notch this, I need to notch it, not here, but back here, because this part, when the steel slides forward, will be what actually makes contact. Now, if I notch out this side first, this notch right here won't be accurate, because when I go to notch this, this will slide in and it'll be the wrong dimension then too. So I need to guesstimate a little bit, or I could do some math, but I don't really feel like doing math. How good this sits in here now. Look at that. Wow, that sits perfect. It sits perfect, 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 perfect. Let's put the seat back on. Wow, fitment is money. Look at that. Look at that space. None of the bolt heads are touching. When they're screwed down, there'll be even more space. Look at that gap right in there between the seat. Easy. All these motor wires wrap up underneath the fairing nicely. This whole side's gonna be able to be completely stock. This side, we're gonna have a nice cutout for this. We'll trim this back just a little bit because there's a lot of tension on it right now, and this motor gets hot, so we don't want to melt plastic into like the metal part of the motor because that'll keep it from being able to cool down as easily. All right, let's drill those holes out and get it prepped to weld in there. Oh geez. We're not gonna be able to put this in when it's... Oh, what a pain. Oh man, this table isn't ready to collapse for sure. Definitely not happy today. Pivot around. Okay, guess that's close enough. Let's brave this winter wonderland together. Oh God, it stings almost immediately. Come on, generator. Come on, you can do it. Oh boy. What a beast. Gonna get some welds on this, welds on that guy, and we'll weld right here. We probably won't be able to weld that because clearly there's a contact issue, so it's okay. Either the thing weighs 5 pounds, it's gonna be plenty strong there. Got it all welded up in here, so let's see how it actually slides into place now. Wow, that's really nice. Look at how we got this routed. Coming up, around. They do a really nice job with the color coding and everything like that. It just makes it super easy. That is very nice cable management, I think. Like if these drop down and this motor gets hot and God forbid it melts through that wire, that would be an issue. So maybe we won't have that bottom loop. We'll just have it come up and go in, and then we can just zip tie it in place maybe. That is not too shabby. I'm happy with that. Next main thing is the battery, which is just gonna sit right here, and then we'll build some foot pegs that come off the side. That way I have a place to put my feet, because there's nowhere else on this machine we can put a battery. I don't want to put a big old battery hovering out there in space. It's a recipe for disaster. Keep it down low in the middle, make the bike a little bit more controllable. All right guys, it is time to go get some wood. We are just about fresh out. Batteries, I'll be safe. Okay, we need to go scouting for dead trees that I can cut down and cut up quick. Grab my AirPods so I can listen to Project Hail Mary while I cut wood. If you guys never read a book and you guys like the movie The Martian or read the book The Martian, audiobook Project Hail Mary, the movie's coming out soon. It is my favorite book and it's fantastic. It's so engineering, sciencey, sci-fi. Sick book. Let's go find some wood. So, got a very small pile of wood here that I can chop up. Got that log there too. So let's just get started. It's cold as hell out. So the wood splitter just died on me mid-split, and I think that means it's a good time to call it quits for the day. Thank you guys for watching. Really happy with the way the speed controller was mounted, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.